All right, Coach, here we are, March Madness once again. We've talked to you this week about preparation for Radford. What makes this time of year so special?
Well, I think that just the chance to dance. You know, here you are and you go through the grind of the Big South Conference regular season, and it is a grind. And you survive or endure injuries or guys not playing well or the emotional high of an incredible comeback or a win streak, and all that goes out the window. You're 0-0 again, and we drew a really difficult opponent. We've had incredibly close games with them in all four of our games since we've been back, and we don't expect anything different in the game in the first round. So, but I'm excited about the opportunity, and I know our guys are, and I think we've got a team that is capable of making a great run. But as we say all along, it's the next 40 minutes, and that's what we got to focus on.
When do you kind of put stock in a season, and have you had time to kind of look back at the regular season to say, okay, this is what layers we have continued to lay on this foundation here?
You know, anyone that knows me or that has had the misfortune of playing basketball against me, I'm so competitive that sometimes your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. That I can only stay in what's now, and I hear that we're ahead of pace and all that, and I love what our guys are doing, but there's more for us to do this season, and I really want to keep our focus very narrow. Tony Bennett was like that. He was great at it. He's mature beyond his years, and I think having had a dad who's a Hall of Fame coach, he just gets it. So I'll reflect on our season after it's over when we've played our final game, but truth be told, I hope that's not for another month.
Yeah, me too. When you look at this Radford matchup, these two teams know each other so well. Coaching staffs know each other well. What has made this series, at least the first two games, so competitive, you think?
Well, Mike Jones is a really good coach. He's got a ton of experience, had great success as an assistant at VCU, but he's been at the high major level, and he's got a system built there. Now, they're a little bit younger than they were last year, but they're not young anymore. It's the postseason. And they've got good players. Ed Polite, who's all-conference players, terrific. He's a really hard matchup for us. Justin Cousins, capable of getting going. Caleb Tanner. They've got good players, but so do we.
Oh, yeah.
And I think for us, you know, again, we got to focus on what we do. And what we do has got to be better than what they do well. And I hope our guys, having been through a long season, remember we went to Costa Rica, so we got to be really mindful of their mental and their physical rest and readiness. But my hope is that we know our defensive scheme so well that we can really make it hard for our opponent. And in this time of year, if you can do that, you'll have a chance to win in advance.
You had a great first half defensively against Asheville on Saturday. You speak of the defense. Where is it right now as you get ready for Radford?
Yeah, well, I hope it comes with us to Rock Hill, and it's evident in the game at the Winthrop Coliseum. But I like what our guys have done. We've had to adjust. You know, losing Caleb, his versatility offensively was evident, but people don't know what a really good defender he was. He could, because he's willing to take charges, because he's so long and can block shots, we miss him. But I do think we've retooled, and our guys, they have a really good grasp of the system. Now it's time to execute better. And we did it for 30 some odd minutes in Asheville, but to be really good opponents, you got to do it for the full 40.
When you get Baxter Bell playing like he did against Asheville and PC earlier this year, scoring 17, 18 points, how can his production inside help open up on the perimeter for your shooters?
It just gives you more balance. And look, Mayo's going to be really good. That dude, and you know this, he's a tremendous young man, very, very good representative of not only our program, but certainly of his family name. And the more confidence he gets, I think the tougher out we are. It's March, it's postseason. He's never played in a postseason game, so I don't know what to expect. I mean, literally, he could have 3 fouls by the first media timeout.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not. But then again, if he gets a bucket, all of a sudden it's like putting fuel on the fire. He's
Combustible.
Yeah, he's really ready. That's a great word. He's ready to go then. So, but I like the way he's matured. I just think he's got a really bright future for us, and that future is now here in the postseason.
Final thought here is you put a couple of points on the dry erase board leading into the tip-off. What are they for your team?
Well, they're a great rebounding team, so obviously we're going to have to defend our glass. But I want us to enjoy this. I want us to have fun. I think that's what basketball, that's what games are supposed to be about. And this is why you play. So I hope we come in there relaxed, but have a sense of urgency. But at the same time that because they're very physical, so we have to match their intensity and really rebound the basketball.
Pre-game thoughts, head coach Rich and McKay. Tip-off on Thursday, set for around 3 o'clock. Radio coverage coming up on our flagship station, 98.5 WPLY.